9 youths from the Niger Delta region have filed a lawsuit against former militant leader, government Tompolo, widely known as Tompolo, and his company, Tantita Security Services Nigeria Limited, for alleged illegal arrest and detention in Niger Delta. The suit was filed by the Federal High Court. The suit was filed at the Federal High Court in Abuja, with the plaintiffs seeking 500 billion naira in damages, claiming violations of their fundamental rights. The lawsuit includes Mr. Dennis Burutu Otuaro, the administrator of a presidential amnesty program, Mr. Matthew Tolagba, Mr. Godfrey Pondi, Mr. Kenston Pondi, Mr. Simon Bibini Mibo, Mr. Joshua Makavia, Mr. Komie Yefa Undubo, and Mr. Mele Kyari, the Group Managing Director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited, as respondents. Additionally, the plaintiffs have named the Nigerian Police Force, the Department of State Services (DSS), and other entities as respondents. Led by Peter Zebulon, the plaintiff alleged that they were unlawfully arrested and detained by operatives of Tantita Security Services, which they claim violated their fundamental human rights to live as guaranteed under Section 33 of the Nigerian Constitution. The lawsuit alleges the existence of an illegal detention center where individuals are held against their will and subjected to forced labor. The plaintiff seeks 17 declarations and orders from the court, including a ruling that their arrests and prolonged detentions constitute a breach of their constitutional rights. Wow. If Tompolo has a detention center that he puts these people, then that is absolutely against the Nigerian constitution, because it's not the Nigerian police, it's not the Nigerian military, it does not have any rights to detain anybody. You could arrest them and then hand them over to the right authorities, but not keep them and then force them into labor. That is something else. So he has been given too many liberties. The liberty is too much, because if he could do this, then that's serious. Anyway, moving on. They have also requested an order compelling the 1st to 11th respondents, particularly Tompolo and Otuaro, to immediately release all individuals currently detained in what they describe as illegal facilities in Oporoza, Baramatu Kingdom, Delta State. Among those allegedly being held is Charles Korubo, whose immediate release the plaintiff were demanding. They also seek the release of Chief Priest Karowi Bala, who is reportedly detained in the same facility. Does the federal government know about this? Because this is absolutely illegal. Very absurd. How can one person, I know that he has a contract with the federal government to secure the oil pipelines in some parts of the Niger Delta region, but I do not think that gives him the liberty to now have a detention center, or let's just say prison, where he holds these people. That's absolutely wrong. The agreement should be, I don't know if this is part of the agreement he had with the federal government, but I think the agreement should be any person he has, arrested, it should be handed over to the Nigerian police or the Nigerian army, to take care of them, and they can be charged to the court. That is the right process, not that you will now keep them in detention facilities, your own personal detention facilities, and then you involve them in labor. That's serious. I wonder for how long people are usually detained in these facilities for. Moving on. Furthermore, the plaintiffs are asking the court to issue an injunction preventing the 1st to 11th respondents, especially Tompolo and Otuaro, from conducting further arrests or detentions that infringe upon their rights to live, dignity, personal liberty, and freedom of movement. They are also calling for an order to prevent the 12th and 13th respondents, which include government agencies, from releasing funds to Tompolo and Otuaro under any purported Tantita security projects or similar programs. This case highlights growing concerns about the operations of Tantita Security Services, which has been involved in security, surveillance, and anti-oil theft activities in the Niger Delta. The plaintiffs maintain that their detentions were unlawful and their justice must be served. The Federal High Court is expected to hear the matter in the coming weeks. You all, let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. What do you all think of this? Before we go, guys, let's take a look at some of the reactions we got online. Augustine says, I just pass because na Tinubu they won't deal with Nigeria, my country. Malaki says, Mumu them, you don't need to make arrest of your fellow brother because of Nigeria, greedy government. Anthony says, I said it clearly that they will end up fighting themselves. Very useless section of people. Chidi Albam says, this is what the enemy wants. Let the jaw burn. Let rivers burn. Let South burn. Let Niger Delta burn. Let the old Eastern region burn. Let the indigenous people unite and say no to evil. Injoku says, they can't get justice because the court belongs to Tompolo. Ha, hey. The court holds the Tompolo owns the court now. It's no longer Tinubu or Wike that owns the court. It is now Tompolo. I'm so fed up, guys. This kind of comments, most times, sentiment usually, goes above normal proper reasoning. Obviously, if you're reasoning well, please, which kind level Tompolo did for Nigeria, where Tompolo go dey control courts? Let me know in the comment section what you all think, but I absolutely disagree. Absolutely disagree, because how is Tompolo so influential that he's able to control the court? I just feel like he has so much laxity, like he has been given so much freedom. Maybe in the constitution there are no restrictions, of him detaining people, because how can an individual, we understand that you're a security outfit, you provide security services for the federal government, but I think that is so much freedom for you to now detain people. You arrest people and then you detain them and involve them in labor. I wonder how long he detains people for. Because for these people to be suing him, I think he has a proper detention where he keeps these people, which is so not fair. It's not right. And like I've been saying throughout this video, the proper thing to do is to hand over these people. Anybody that has been found wanting, you hand them over to the proper authorities to take care of them, and the case will be charged to court, not just detain them illegally for God knows how long. Let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comments section. Thank you very much for always listening and watching, guys. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.